Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing here in Dallas, Texas. I just loaded a video up on YouTube today and I talked about Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax as being a phenomenal retail product versus something like Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Wax. I'm also going to make a statement. One of the waxes that we love, including myself as a professional, is using Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax. We buy it by the gallon. Why do we like these products? Because they're so user-friendly, especially in sunlight. When you spray it onto the panel, massage it and buff it off, there's really nothing finicky happening. It just makes the process really, really nice. But I want to talk about Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax. When it comes to applying it in direct sunlight, it's phenomenal. There's not really any issue there. As far as its streakiness when you go to apply it, I will admit it's slightly more streaky. It's almost insignificant to talk about, but it's the beauty of the product that kind of stands out to me because it is a little bit more streaky. You're going to work with it for a couple more seconds than Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Wax or even Meguiar's Synthetic Spray Wax, and I'll tell you why. Because Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax, its bond is a little bit more tenacious. It's going to give you a little bit more shining gloss. It's really insignificant that it might take a couple of more seconds to apply. If we're going to go through the step of applying some type of spray wax, whether it's a topper over your base coat sealant or wax, or you're using it as a drying aid, I always think it's best, if we're going to go through the steps, why don't we just use something a little bit better, something that's going to give us more of a tenacious bond. When it comes to price between these two, it's interesting. They're about the same, anywhere from $8 to $10. But with Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax, you get 20 fluid ounces versus 15, or roughly 15 ounces with Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Wax. The other thing that's really cool about Turtle Wax with their ice line, when it comes to the spray head, I love this spray head. It works phenomenally well, nice misting capability, and it seems to hold up quite a bit longer than the Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Wax spray head. These spray heads are like a hit and miss thing. I buy these from the store. The spray head can be bad almost from the word go when I walk out of Walmart with it, or it goes bad in a couple of days. It's hit and miss with it, but that is kind of a poor function of the mechanics of this particular spray wax with Meguiar's. What I've done is I have completely strip washed this vehicle, or this panel. It's been clayed, it's absolutely clean, it's been hit with a body solvent, hit with the degreasers. I don't want any type of sealant or waxes to show up in this test. But with that said, we'll notice, because I'm going to put ice spray wax on this side of the panel, I'm not going to put anything over there, but because that surface has been cleaned, it's been clayed, and it's been polished to remove any old waxes and sealants, plus a body solvent applied, we're going to see some water beading. But watch the difference in the water beading. We're also going to see some water sheeting on that side, but that's typical of an absolutely clean surface from an unbonded and bonded contaminant point of view. Sometimes people see water beading and they go, I must still have something on the paint. That's not always true. But let me go ahead and apply the Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax just to this side here, and I'll tell you my experience with it. You always want to shake it up if it's been sitting around for a little bit. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little spritz on that panel. I'm going to take a clean plush microfiber towel and lightly massage it into the paint. When I do that, I can see it's got a little bit of streakiness to it, but it's fine. Even in direct sunlight, it won't fight you. Typically, by the second wipe down, the streakiness will haze on its own. But I'll flip to a dry side of the microfiber and just lightly buff out. I love the smell of Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax. It's got a nice smell to it if it kind of floats your boat. But there you go. The Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax has been applied. Really nice shining gloss. May not be showing up on the camera, but let's look at water behavior here. This is what's really great about Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax. Let me hit it with water. This is what I want to do. I want to bring you in and kind of prove my point here. When you have an absolutely clean surface and it's been clayed and it's been polished, but there isn't a wax or sealant on it, you'll notice the water beading on a panel like that isn't really nice and round. It's not tight, it's not uniform. But that's the way a panel is going to look. It will bead some water, it will sheet some water. but it won't be uniformed in pattern. The water beading won't be tight and uniform. So that's typically the way a clean panel would look when you hit it with water. Now let's go over here to the ice spray wax. What's really nice about this, the water beading is great. It's very uniform in pattern. The water sheeting is fabulous with the product. Plus the water beading is great. I just wanted to show you how the Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax works. Really, really nice product, very easy to apply, sunlight friendly, and versus an untreated side. You see that? They almost look like sick amoebas, right? The water beading isn't as tenacious and it's not as uniformed in pattern. Very typical of a clean clayed surface. But then we come over here, it looks great. Nice water beading. It will be very easy to dry this panel. It sheets water off nice, and the shine and gloss is great. I know the camera might not be showing that. And also too, I want to make kind of mention of this. Turtle Wax Ice Spray Wax, when it comes to the slickness of the paint after applying it, is 5 times more slick than Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Wax or even Meguiar's Synthetic Spray Wax on a professional level. Might be worth looking into. I think Ice by Turtle Wax, their spray wax, is a great alternative even on a professional level. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon.